All right. Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is the 2024 sequence for Texas A&M University's Fish Drill Team Color Guard. So I've given critiques for the 2023 version, the sequence twice now. Once originally in 2023 when uh, pretty much on the same day that the competition happened, and then a year later. So, all right, that's okay. But we finally got the 2024 version here. So I skipped over the first part. The commander went and reported to the judge. Now he's back, and I wanted to show you something here that the commander and the right rifle guard do, which is very good training. So he's talking to the team a bit. Now watch this. Getting prepared, nice and set. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That was perfect. So, what happened here? Now, actually, his strap needs to be adjusted just a little bit more so that it's not kind of floppy, so that it's more even. But what happened here? Well, the commander had to re-fall in. Of course, that doesn't happen in the real world in for a color guard. This is a competition, so we have to use the scenario and deal with the scenario that we're given. So when the color guard first falls in, they get their alignment, they get their spacing, and then everything's set to go. Now, I know some body types don't really allow for the web belt to be over over the uniform belt all that well. A lot of times they slide up, and I understand this. I do. It's possibly a little bit too tight. I'm not sure, but still, it happens. I would suggest the red, white, and blue cord and tassels since you're marching. Marine Corps and Navy colors, the cord and tassels for the American, and then the cord and tassels is the maroon and yellow. No, scarlet and yellow or something like that. I forget the exact terminology there, but they're supposed to be adorned. Navy flag does not receive anything, and both of these, I say flag, but both of these colors, both the organizational colors, must have fringe, gold fringe. And actually, you can send them to a flag shop, and they will attach fringe for you. All right, so let's go ahead. Nice snap. Really good. Excellent job. So I said on the 2023 version that I really don't like when color guards constantly call cadence. It just my thinking is if you need to call cadence, then you need more practice. Obviously, this is different. The commander's calling cadence because that's the fish drill team standard. If you watch the platoon, if you watch the squad, it's constantly calling cadence, but in the fish drill team style. And that's because it's different. That's it. Good job. It's an individual move. It just takes time. Well done. Good. Nice. Pointing out just a little bit off to the right, should be a little more forward. You can see here. So you can, if you notice, the two color bearers here started to close in a little bit on each other. So spacing is not well maintained on that entrance. Great job turning. Really well done. 8. Nice job. So again, a little bit of a spacing issue here and here. So it's called sagging and weaving. A little bit of movement back and forth, not necessarily, well, I should say side to side, not necessarily back and forth, going forward or backward, but really it's a side to side thing, and it could be the colors in getting in the face of the bearers, and that's just going to happen. The you're marching the 9.5 foot staff. You're marching the I'll let this play. You're marching the 4 foot 4 inch by 5 foot 6 inch colors. Good job. And which you're supposed to do. So the flags, the colors are large enough. The staff is I would say short enough in this. It's just the tallest staff authorized, but the color's going to get into your face at some point. The timing there is just fantastic. I want to see that initiation of the right wheel. Nicely done. You can see, and I'll try and pick the. There. So this is what, 2 steps in, going into their third, it looks like, and you can see that now the spacing still is an issue throughout the performance, especially on the turns, but also marching straight as well. There's a little bit of side to side movement, so it just takes time to work that well together so that you don't have any issues at all. And you've got to pretty much feel each other. You know, we have an electromagnetic aura around us that extends out a few feet, and that's the way people work together so well. Is they work together so much that that bubble interlocks, and you're able to really feel each other's movements. But here you can see, so feet are raised a little bit too high. Right rifle guard, definitely much too high. And so there's variation of technique, but also the feet are coming up off the marching surface just a bit too much. You need... So what's weird about the Mardi Gras drill meet is you're told, oh yeah, pick whatever manual you want and go for it. Well, that's not necessarily a good thing. Although I understand the reasoning behind it, but I understand why you picked the Marine Corps order. Definitely. You've got Marines judging, so you're probably going to make the best impact there. But with 1 and 2 stripers, it's not going to connect all that well. But when you're marching, see, there's service variations. You're an Army school, but you're marching the Marine Corps manual. So do you change everything? Absolutely everything? Like marching technique, or it's it's a bit of a, well, it's a concern of mine, but you can see the variation in the height there. A little bit of a technique difference. Good free arm pins. That's really nice. You can see the hands, the free arms for the color bearers don't move back and forth or in and out. There's a little bit of movement there, but that's to be expected. It can't be suspended in air without any movement whatsoever. It is supposed to be suspended. Now, for the other color guards members who are watching this, those of you who went, did the ceremonial thing and reached way back and brought your arm up and don't do this. This is what you're supposed to do. You reach up, you get your flag, get your color. I really need to stop calling them flags. They're colors. You take your color, and if it's draped over your buddy next to you, then you pull it off. Not everything can be absolutely exact. I understand if, like the Air Force team, the Space Force bearer didn't fully trim because they were going on the. It's only so many counts. It's only so many. It's only so long that you have to do this. When in reality, being a color bearer is a unique experience every single time you step into formation. But just reach up, grab the flag, and color, and do your thing. Now, spacing back online. Nice job, guards. And color bearers, you're doing fine as well. Really well done. Honestly, the only things that I'm seeing here are the spacing issues that are pretty much constant throughout the performance, and the half step / mark time technique. The wheels and leftabouts, they're strange animals. You're not right here. You're not executing a half step. You're not executing mark time, because we stand still when we mark time. We stay in one position facing one way. We don't rotate. We don't turn. We don't take little tiny steps any other time except for a wheel or a leftabout in this case. It's very interesting that, trying to merge mark time and half step, which is essentially what we're doing here. But I appreciate the, now see, there was a little bit of a spacing issue. It corrected, the left guard corrected himself as he was came out a little farther, but maintaining that spacing while you're moving there, it's easy to come in and then come out. It's a much more difficult to maintain that spacing all the way around for your movement. But it's feet and spacing. Everything else is just, holy cow. I'm blown away. Really well done. Man, I'm so impressed. Now, here you can see National Bearer's left hand is actually pinned this time, and you can see the excuse me, the wrist movement back and forth. So, kind of forgot himself there. A little too high, right rifle guard. But still, boy. So I am really glad that somebody got the recording of this performance. Thank you so much. I got contacted on Instagram and uh, the video sent to me, so I very much appreciate that. And holy cow, that was really good. So I've noticed something here. One of the reasons that the National Bears belt is coming off, the web belt is coming off of, yeah, all pistol belts, it looks like. His actually looks like it's a different belt. But whatever. Anyway, the reason why it's coming up just a bit is because the harness socket frame, and I just happen to have one here, the frame is too high. It should be just a bit lower. If this were I wonder if you can see my hand here. So if the frame is here and my hand is the belt, it's the frame is a bit high, and it really needs to be down lower. Maybe an inch and a half would probably be better, and you don't even risk. No, you really don't risk having his also should be a little bit lower. His frame should be lower, but then you don't risk the national being lower there still. And it's always with this uniform, the Class B type of uniform, with having to wear the web belt over the uniform belt and have the socket frame, have the harness underneath the belt, and then having the socket frame below the belt. That's really it's a drag sometimes, especially with having such a these two, their waistlines are pretty much the same. His is just maybe slightly higher, even though he's a taller individual. But it's all about waistlines, not necessarily individual height. So you could go lower with this. Anyway, fantastic job, Fish. Really well done. And then for those who are advisors, excellent job. Really well done this year. I'm very impressed with the Fish. That was fantastic. Really awesome to watch. Thanks.